Hi, fire signs. We're starting for you for your short and sweet zodiac teroscope messages and predictions, okay? We're going to be getting an overall energy card here for Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. I'll be pulling individual tarot on each one. Now, also remember, as I'm just getting these shuffled up a bit here for you, that this can be if you are a fire sign, but if it's Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you want to look at this from a relationship, any type of relationship perspective, you could watch, oh, and this one just came out, if you have your Venus in one of those signs, okay? So we have overall energy here. The card that fell out as I was shuffling, party. Well, that's nice. There's a lot of parties that have been and will be going on for the rest of this month, but it is the overall energy. So let me just go to the book because you know what? Again, this is a new little deck. I don't know all of the cards by heart, but you know, I mean, just one. We know that there is celebration going on right now, okay? But I mean, these are timeless messages. But maybe you need a little more fun in your life, a little more party, a little more dancing. Maybe some of you have been thinking in the new year about taking up dancing in some way. Maybe for some of you, it's about standing out from the crowd. Look, everyone's kind of watching and admiring him. But what the book says is go out and have fun. Enjoy life and take time to appreciate what is around you. Similar to getting toys, the party invites you to take a little break and enjoy life around you. See a show, dance, play games, take a walk. Don't get too bogged down with life. As Scrooge did, think of old Fezziwig. Okay, I'm not familiar with that, but so yeah, have a little fun, go out and party, do what you need to do. But it's about taking a little break, right? Not getting too bogged down. So, you know, there's going to be many different ways that this may fit into any area of your life. Okay, so we're going to start with Sagittarius here. Sag, let's get your 3 cards. Sometimes I get talking, I forget I need to put timestamps in, you guys, and I just keep rambling and then it makes for a funny cut, but that's all right. So get a little, Sag, this is up your alley. You like to get out and do a little party, have a little fun, you know. But again, I really feel the message is it's about taking a little break, taking time for yourself, not getting tied down. I'm just going to put them all down and then we'll flip them and then, woo, and then we will read them for you, Sagittarius. Okay. All right. So the Lovers, like that, with the Wheel of Fortune, definitely like that, and the Queen of Swords. Well, I just want to say that maybe by getting out and doing and being and taking a little break from thinking about things, you know, the swords are all about your thoughts and your actions and your words and having clarity. So for some of you, the message could very well be here, Sagittarius. You do need to take the break. You may need to get your mind clear about a few things. The Queen is usually pretty clear, but maybe there's going to be something coming up for you, right? Where you are going to have to really give it some thought. Okay, and that's why you can't get too bogged down because that is not clear thinking and they want you thinking clear. It could be something that you also need to be very honest or direct about. Now with the Lovers, I always love the Lovers card here because maybe what you need to get clear about is a relationship. Okay? For some of you, going back to this card, maybe for some of you, you are getting bogged down by a relationship, all right? And again, it doesn't have to be romantic, all right? But there's something that is weighing on you when it comes to relationship of some sort, partnership, whatever it may be. And it's almost like here with the Wheel of Fortune, because it shows a clock tower, I want to say it's like time's up or time's running out, in the sense of this can't continue on much longer. If it's something of a more shadowy or serious nature, okay? Not necessarily shadowy and serious, could be. It could be something on a positive level either, but either way, something needs to be made clear in relationship in some way, because there's something that's weighing you down, bogging you down, and I don't feel like it's really much fun for you, okay? And they want you to be the lead, I want to say, in your own life, Sagittarius. They want you to be taking control of yourself, having fun, going out, not letting things weigh down on you. Okay, so I'm really liking this message for you, this little short and sweet, but there is definitely something when it comes to relationships in any area of your life where there needs to be more fun, or something needs to get clear. The time's ticking. All right. Thank you so much, Sag. If you celebrate Christmas, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. You're spending time with your family, friends, or whoever it may be. If you don't, I know there are other religious holidays and observances in different places around the world at this time of year. So I want to wish you the best there. And we even have New Year's coming up. I want to wish you the best for the new year. I will see you in your next reading, Sagittarius. Now, we are moving on to Aries. Aries, let me get 3 cards for you. So I'm just going to read from the book again in case you didn't see it in the beginning. But party here is go out and have fun, enjoy life, and take time to appreciate what is around you. Similar to getting toys, the party invites you to take a little break and enjoy life around you. See a show, dance, play games, take a walk. Don't get too bogged down with life as Scrooge did. Think of old Fezziwig, okay? So I just laughed because of that Fezziwig word, yeah. Not clear what that's about. But if you want to go back and look at if you didn't in the beginning, there is a timestamp for when that card was picked and what I had to say right off the top there. But let's just see what's going to go on for you. Okay, first card out. There we go. Well, actually, that will go in that position. Let's get another and one more for you, Aries. I'm not sure if I accidentally called you Sag or not, Aries. If I did, I'm sorry. But we are Aries here. Okay, we have 2 of Candles. All right, 2 of Candles, which is the 2 of Wands. Like it. Look, she's getting prepared, getting all of her Christmas cards done up, right? She's sitting and getting prepared. The Queen of Good Cheer, or the Queen of Cups, along with the 6 of Good Cheer, or the 6 of Cups. Okay, look, this is all happy here, okay, for you, Aries. What this is sitting and getting prepared, right? She's like, you know what? It's December 1st, whatever it is. I'm going to sit and get my cards ready, right? I have things to do. I have places to go. I have people to see. I need to get prepared. Okay, there is fun for me to be having, all right? And what I feel it is, they want you, Aries. You know, it was a little different up here for Sag, but for you, I really do think it's about the party, the celebration, the getting out with people. We have it right here in this card, right? We have the Queen of Good Cheer, or the Queen of Cups, and she's all about, you know, getting out with her friends. Oh, look, isn't that interesting? She also has her Christmas cards out, getting them ready to send. Or is she opening up Christmas cards that were sent to her? Oh, maybe, because it is a different person. But either way, what I feel, this feels very reminiscent to me, right? Like, the six of good cheer is remembering back to good times, fond memories, right? Maybe this is dad here and they're going off to grandma's house, right? Yeah, I just feel like they're going off to grandma's house, and he's just kind of standing back watching his kids go and remembering what his Christmas is. And you don't have to celebrate Christmas to get this message, okay? If you do, great, but I'm just talking about it. It is a thing that happens every year. So it's a celebration. It can be religious and it can just be commercial for some people. But I feel like he's just remembering back to the warmth of what it was like, how they celebrated, what they did. And he's just kind of standing back looking and hoping that the same memories are made for his kids. And I think that's why they want you to get out, Aries. They want you to remember back to the good times, what it was like to get out, to have a plan, and to, make good, warm, caring memories in your life again. That's what I feel the short and sweet message is here for you. Because I don't know, I send out, or I haven't the last few years, I go on and off, but for years I was very, very good at getting Christmas cards out. And it's kind of like the whole start of the season, so to speak, right? Again, if you celebrate it. And even when you get them in the mail, it could be from someone that you don't talk to a whole lot, but it's the memory of that person. This is all about memories and having fun and remembering the good times. They want you to focus on that. They want you to participate in that in whatever area of your life. Doesn't have to be about Christmas. It could be getting ready for the new year, right? Whatever it is, it's about reminiscing, remembering, and wanting to have that feeling, be in that energy, and celebrate like that again. All right, Aries, thank you so much. If you celebrate Christmas, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. If you are with family, friends, or whoever it is that you celebrate with. If you do not, you know what? I know there are a few other religious celebrations and observances that come up this time of year, even the new year. I want to wish you all the best, okay? And I will see you in your next reading. Now, let's go on to Leo. Hi, Leo. We are now going to look at your cards. I am just going to read from the book in case you didn't listen to the beginning. There is a timestamp if you want to go back to see what I said. But about the party card. Go out and have fun. Enjoy life and take time to appreciate what is around you. Similar to getting toys, the party invites you to take a little break and enjoy life around you. See a show, dance, play games, take a walk. Don't get too bogged down with life as Scrooge did. Think of old Fezziwig. Okay. I hope I'm saying that right and it's not Fezziwig. But anyway, let me just go here. Leo. What is your short and sweet? We had, something lovely for Sag and for Aries. Now it's your turn. We're going to get 3 cards. Okay, there's 1. Let's get another. 2. And last one for you here, Leo. 3. Okay. Well, look at that. What do we have? They want you to have a new beginning. Look here with the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. All right, the 10 of Wands, I'm going to start there. The 10 of Wands is an ending, right? Look, he's coming up to the house where he gets to finally lay down the wands. And I always want to say the 10 of Wands here, this is every battle that he's fought, every hardship, every bit of whatever it may have been that's been weighing down on him. And he's been carrying this burden for a while, but he's finally getting to home or a place where he can lay the burdens down, or however that would resonate with you, and just have a fresh new start. Okay. Overall energy is the party. That's exactly it. They want you, whatever was bogging you down, I think it's said in there, they want you to, you know, not focus on that, to have some fun, to, what did it say here? Yeah, don't get bogged down with life. Take a break, enjoy fun, get out with people, celebrate. Now, with the Ace of Cups, that is all about new beginnings. Aces always are, but it's just full of happiness. Look at the little cherubs and all what I'm going to say maybe are like little candies, I'm assuming, whatever they may be, that are out with this cup. It's all about compassion and love and joy, right? Everything a cherub is. Compassion, love, and joy. I have 3 little cherub decorations for my tree, and I think they're peace, love, and harmony maybe is written on their little scrolls. So cute, okay? But anyway, this is about a new start. Not letting, this is weighed heavy on you, whatever it is, in whatever area of your life. It's time to lay it down and to bring a little joy, love, and compassion back in. And maybe even a new relationship. Any type of relationship. Again, this is the 2 of Cups. This is kind of finding that other person or thing in your life, because it can also be something maybe with creativity, bringing new creativity and doing something you love, being with someone that you love to be around, maybe actually loving someone else, okay? Depending on what that can mean for you. But it's time to celebrate again. After this, it's time to celebrate again. What was bogging you down is now being laid down. Okay, Leo? Get out there. Be the little cherub. Eat the candy or crystal, whatever this is. I don't know. But look, this is very positive because this is ending, I feel. And if it hasn't quite ended yet for some of you, this is Spirit letting you know it's coming to an end. And maybe you need to bring it to the end and lay it down. And then Spirit's like, all right, we're proud of you. Let's get some good going here. Let's get some good cheer going here, okay? Let's fill these emotional cups up with some really great, good things in your life. Let's have some fun for you. Get out and enjoy yourself. Be creative if that's what it is for some of you. Find that creative spark, what it is you love, and go after and have a new start with that. Okay, thank you, Leo. If you celebrate Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas with your family, friends, or whoever it is that you celebrate with. Maybe you're celebrating other events or religious events or observances this time of year. We also have New Year's coming up. I wish you all the best for those as well. See you in your next reading. Hi, Earth signs, and welcome to your Zodiac Taroscope short and sweet messages and predictions. Okay, we know this is timeless, right? We also know here, I'm going to get the overall energy card for all the Earth signs. But as I'm shuffling, I'm going to let you know this is if you have Capricorn or Taurus or Virgo. Those are my Earth signs here, okay? This could be if any one of those is your sun, your moon, your rising, or if you have Venus in any one of those signs, you can watch from a relationship and any relationship perspective. Okay, so let's get you. Oh, that one come out. Dear Santa, letter. Okay, so that is the overall energy. Now I am, because I love this little deck that I have, I'm going to read from the book, okay? But I'm just going to also say here, before we get into each sign, that with letter, could that be, you could be expecting some correspondence soon. Could it be by actual letter? Maybe. It could be an email. It could be a phone call, a text. It could be a message coming in any form that you receive messages. And maybe even for some of you in a way that you don't, okay? But someone is going to be contacting you, I feel. But let's just see what else the letter has to say. And because it's coming, I mean, this is a Christmas deck, right? And so, of course, it says, Dear Santa. But if Santa were to send you a letter, okay, if you're a believer of Santa, then I feel like it would be happy, okay? But you know what? It will be different for different people. It says, if you don't know what you want and make that known, others can't help you either. When you need help, ask. Don't make others guess. Be specific with your needs and requests. Well, see, there's another whole perspective. It's why I'm reading from this. So it can be in any area for you, okay? What I had said about you're going to be receiving in some sort of communication from someone, okay? But what they're saying is don't be afraid to ask people for help, right? It would be like writing, calling, asking for help if you need it, and to be clear about what it is that you need. To be clear and specific about what it is that you need. So let's get started. Hi, Capricorn, you are first up. So I'm going to suggest that you go back and if I'm hoping you just listened to what I had said here about the Dear Santa card, okay? But it was, I will read it just in case. I'm feeling bad if I don't, right? It says, if you don't know what you want and make that known, others can't help you. When you need help, ask. Don't make people guess. Be very specific with your needs and requests. I had said, I also feel that for some of you, it can be that, or for others, or maybe in some cases, it would be both for you. This is, you're going to get communication somehow in any way, shape, or form that you can communicate with someone. Something's coming in, like a message, I feel. And like I said, it will be different for everyone. We're going to see what the tarot brings out here. And we'll go from there. So let's get you 3 cards out. Okay, Capricorn. And maybe it's even you need to communicate with someone. Maybe this, take it how it fits in your life. Maybe you need to send out the communication, okay? So let's just get the cards all turned over. We have the 8 of Candles, which is where my, Wands, yes. The 6 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Oh, wow, that's very fiery, passionate, inspired energy here. But let's talk about the cards. So we're also talking about someone communicating to you, you communicating out with someone, like who's initiating it, right? Or it's about not being afraid to go ask people for help and being specific about what help it is that you need, okay? If you do. With the 8 of Wands here, this is something, the 8 of Wands tends to be a fast-moving energy, okay? It's about making the decision and then moving forward with the decision that you've made in a very quick way. See how the flames are all blowing in one direction? That's because it's like taking aim and going after it, right? It's making, I feel for you, the decision. Now, with the 6 of Wands, it's celebration. So I'm really liking that. And with the 10 of Wands, and I'm going to continue to talk about it and put it all together, that's the 10 of Wands. That's laying burden down. Look, it's like she's sitting here. Christmas is coming and she's looking at receipts and what could be a bill. And she has her head in her hands and she's like, it's too much. How am I going to pay for this? How am I going to do this? And that may be how some of you are feeling. And maybe that's why this letter came out, because you may need to ask someone for help. Okay. And it doesn't have to just be about Christmas, all right? I'm just going with the cards here. It can be in any area of your life. Things have become overburdened and overwhelming for you, Capricorn, and you may need a little help. But the great thing about the 10 of Wands is it's come to the end. So I feel if you were to reach out here, okay, if you were to reach out and communicate with someone about this, it's going to really help things. There will be, I feel, help to be had, someone who can actually help you and help to alleviate some of whatever this burden is for you. there will be happiness. I mean, if you ever have gone to a Santa Claus parade, the end of the parade is when Santa and the reindeer come on a float, right? And everyone's excited because there's Santa finally after, sometimes an hour or 2 hours of other floats and bands and twirling batons or whatever it may be, floats that are going by you, he's the main attraction and the celebration at the end. That's what I feel this is, okay? So do not be afraid to reach out to someone. You may have already talked to someone and you're waiting for them to get back to you, right? I said this communication could go either way. But if it is you communicating, or if they do reach out to you, be very clear, Capricorn, in what it is that you need. And willing, because if you're clear, then you're showing like this is the situation, the issue, whatever. And I'm on board. So let's make this happen. And I feel like with the 8 of Wands here, it's blowing in one direction, right? And I said, fast movement. It's going to be sooner than later that you're going to either be reaching out to someone. This could be your message, where if you've been thinking about reaching out to someone, Capricorn, this is Spirit saying, do it now. Now's the time. Take aim, go after it. If someone's coming into you, I feel it's the same message, right? It's going to be happening sooner than later. Capricorn, that is your short and sweet. If you celebrate Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas. If you celebrate New Year's, Happy New Year to you, okay? I do have some other readings coming out, so I may see you again before the new year. And if you celebrate something else, whether it's a religious celebration or not, I wish you all the best with that as well. I will see you in your next reading. Hi, Taurus. Okay, we have letter here. You can go back to the timestamp and listen to what it is that I said, but I'm also going to read it just to refresh your memory. If you don't know what you want and make that known, others can't help you. When you need help, ask. Don't make people guess. Be specific with your needs and requests. Now, I also said this is communication. So whether you're going to be reaching out and communicating with someone, or someone's going to be coming to you and communicating. So this can go either way, or it can be both. All right. But let's get your cards out and see if we can kind of get a little more of an idea here, what your short and sweet messages and predictions are going to be about. All right, Taurus, card number 1. Card number 2. I'm just going to do another shuffle here. 4. Card number 3. All right. Okay. We're talking about not being afraid to reach out. The Knight of Swords. Look at this little fella. Look at this little elf. So cute. I love these cards. They're so cute. He's fast moving. It's funny, we had fast moving up here with Capricorn too. So whatever this communication is, again, if you've been thinking about communicating with someone, this would be Spirit's message to get on it, okay? Know what it is that you want to communicate about, all right? Because I feel like this is you going out, okay? I feel this would be more of a you going out. Them coming in is more here, all right? But whatever this is, be smart about it, okay? Using your smarts, your intellect, being clear about what it is you want to communicate, whether you're asking for help, right? Like it said with the letter, being clear, telling people exactly what it is, not being afraid to do it, okay? The little Knight of Swords here, he's action oriented. He's driven to succeed. So whatever it is, be clear. Whatever it is you're asking about or communicating about, okay? For some of you, it is with someone who's very important to you here with the Two of Cups. This is someone I like to say that you love. And it can be love in many different ways, right? From friendship to relationship. It's someone that you just feel like they're like a kindred spirit. I say the peanut butter to your jelly, the yin to your yang. It's someone important to you. So in either way, you going out for communication, them coming in, or you going out in the sense that you're asking for help, because it will be different for everyone. I feel it's going to be someone that you trust, you have things in common with, that you love, again, and in many different ways you can love them, but someone that really means something to you, okay, Taurus? And then we have the Four of Cups. Well, that's where the little elf is sitting there with his 3 full cups. Someone's coming in here. Spirit will say, God, source, universe, whomever it is, or this person is coming in to offer you help, offer you advice, offer you guidance, just coming in maybe to offer you love in some way, offering you a little compassion, maybe a little kindness, whatever it is. Maybe they're bringing a message in, because we are talking about communication here. And this little elf seems to be ignoring what's coming in. Spirit's messages, don't ignore it, okay? If someone's coming in offering you something, I feel, just given this and what it spoke about, at least give them the opportunity, okay? Give them the opportunity to communicate with you about, and again, whatever it may be. Give them the opportunity. That's the message for you, Taurus, okay? So that is your short and sweet. Now, I want to say, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. If you're celebrating New Year's, Happy New Year. And for the rest of you that may have other religious ceremonies, events, whatever you call it, that you celebrate this time of year, I wish you the best for that. Even if it's not religious, it's just a celebration of some sort this time of year, I wish you the best for that, okay? I really don't know everything that happens, all right? So I'll just say, whatever it is that you're doing or celebrating, I wish you the best, okay? Thank you very much, and I'll see you in your next reading, Taurus. Virgo, hello, it's your turn. Okay, as you know, we have letter here. If you've listened to it, okay, I am going to just go over it one more time. I said it's communication, whether someone's coming to communicate with you or you're going out to communicate with someone, okay? It is about that. And it can be in many different forms or ways. Expected, unexpected, okay? But the letter to Santa here is, if you don't know what you want and make that known, I don't know why I'm having a hard time reading this. If you don't know what you want and make that known, others can't help you. When you need help, ask. Don't make people guess. Be specific with your needs and requests. So it's about clarity, okay? So whether that communication going out is to ask for help, or maybe you've asked and someone's communicating back to you. It can be in any of those ways, okay? And in any area of your life. It's not just about Christmas, because, it's happening in a few days and these are Christmas stacks, okay? It's in any area of your life here, Virgo. So let's get your 3 cards out and see if we can get a little more information. Okay, and I'll do another shuffle here. Oh, very last card. Perfect. All right, what do we have? The Lovers. Wow. There's a lot of love happening, whatever's going on. I've been getting the 2 of Cups, the Lovers. Yeah. So, Ace of Pentacles and the Strength card. All right. A bit like what happened here with Taurus and the 2 of Cups, I do feel with the Lovers here, this is communication that's meant to happen, that needs to happen. Again, I feel it's with someone or about something that means an awful lot to you, okay? And it's, and again, if I didn't just say that, I don't remember. Communication that needs to happen. Right? It's almost like, look here with the angel. It's like it's blessed communication in some way, or it will somehow be a blessing to you or to them even, all right? Because there's the possibility with the Ace of Pentacles here of a new opportunity, of blessing, bringing in what's good for you in your life, right? Manifestation, setting your mind to it and then working towards it and making it happen, your dreams, your wishes, whatever that is, and bringing in the blessing, the abundance for it. Okay. But again, I also feel with you guys, this is also the outgoing as well. Maybe you'll be doing this for someone. And because it's a pentacle, it can even be new opportunities in career or new financial opportunities in some way. But whatever it is, it's like abundance and goodness and blessing, okay? And whether you're doing that by communicating with someone or someone's doing that with you. But again, being letter, however it happens, it's very clear. And you make whatever it is you're saying, you make sure that it's clear and they know what you mean. And hopefully the same will be in return to you, right? And if it's not, I want to say, then you go back and ask the questions. But again, this is very important in some way. And maybe that's just the message. Could it be with someone important in your life? It can be that too. Again, different Virgos, different situations for everyone. But the other thing that I love is don't be afraid. Have the courage to do it. Be strong, be confident, be brave. Have the strength. So if you were sitting on the fence right now, Virgo, and you weren't sure and you came to this reading hoping for some advice surrounding your situation that's dealing with communication in some way, this is your message. This is important. There's something new that can come of it, like a fresh new start even. But be brave and do it. That's what they want to tell you here. This is blessed, okay? It may, for some of you, not feel like it, and you may be a little timid or scared. This could be communication with someone you haven't communicated with for a long time, Virgo. And maybe that's why you're feeling a little scared. But this is Spirit saying, we're behind you. Look. Angel behind, we're above you, whatever, right? Like, let's go. You can do this. Okay, Virgo, that is your short and sweet. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. You're celebrating New Year's, I wish you a Happy New Year. Or any other religious or non-religious celebration that you may have this time of year. I wish you all the best, okay? And I just want to say, I do have a few more readings coming out before the end of the year, so check them out. They'll be after, I think, the 26th, 27th. Check. You'll get a notification. Hit that bell, okay? And then you'll always know when one's coming out. But if not, I'll see you in the new year. All right? Take care. Hi, air signs. I'm just getting ready to get your overall energy card. We're talking about Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I'm just going to do some shuffling here as I speak. You know these messages are always timeless, okay? So whenever you see it. You also know that for the three of you, that this can be if that sign is your sun, moon, rising, or even Venus. You can look at it from a relationship in any type of relationship perspective. So let's get a card out here, an overall energy card for your short and sweet Zodiac Taroscope reading. Out came workshop. Well, being that it is Christmas coming up, and whether you celebrate or not, this isn't all about Christmas, okay? But you know what? Maybe there's some work you need to do. It's also a very tidy, neat workshop. That could be something. Maybe there's something in your life, my air signs, that you need to tidy up, that needs to get organized, something, any area of your life, right? I'm also going to read from the book. It's been different than anything I've been saying for the most part. But you know, there's multiple ways that this could resonate with you because there's multiple signs and multiple people watching, right? But yeah, it's a very neat and tidy area. So maybe something needs to be tidied up, cleaned up. Maybe something for you air signs needs to be fixed up, okay? Let me read the book though, and then we're going to get into each sign. We have for workshop. A tidy workshop with the tools and materials you need will help you get things done. Be organized and set aside the space and time to do what needs to be done. Be purposeful and get to work. I love that about set aside the space and time to do what needs to be done. Be purposeful and get the work done. So let's get right into the individuals. Hi, Aquarius. I'm starting with you. I'm hoping that you just came from this. So I'm not going to repeat it, okay? So you can go back, hit the timestamp. But we are talking about, you know, being purposeful, getting the work done, getting organized, making time and space, it said, for this. So let's see how this is going to play out for you, okay? You know, I was saying, right, when I first saw the card before I read the book, this is a neat and tidy, like maybe things need to get tidied up, cleaned up, tightened up in your life, all right, in some way. Or you need to just get your mind set to something and put the work in and get it done. Let's see here for you, Aquarius. King of Wands, love it. Four of Wands. Oh. These are lovely cards for you, Aquarius. Oh, wow. Very, very nice. Okay, what do I want to say here? Whenever we have the court cards come out, I'm like, it's always about me, and the way I read is you take on this energy. So what do you need to get working on? Is it something maybe in your life that you need to fix up? Get working on fixing it up in any area and about anything, okay? Different for different people, Aquarius. But the King of Wands gets very inspired, right? He gets very passionate about things. He's the leader in his life, okay? Some of you are natural born leaders like the King of Wands here. But the other thing about the King of Wands is he wants long-term success in things. He sees things grand, right? Grand ideas, grand visions. He sees things with this Wands energy, big picture, all right? And maybe whatever this is that needs to be worked on, that needs to be taken care of, that you need to set time aside to make sure that you do get it done and work with purpose. It's something to do with that. Now, we also have the Four of Wands here. Well, that's celebration. I also like to think of the Four of Wands as stability and structure and foundation and success and celebration, okay? Like, look at them. They're here celebrating. Everything here, the way the candy canes and the wreath, it feels balanced. And, you know, they're happy. So I feel that whatever this is, this will be like the end result for you almost, right? It's going to feel like, wow, I finally did this the right way, okay? Because I said, like, for some of you, it's something needs to be fixed up, all right? Revisited even, maybe, but fixed up with the tools here, okay? Like, there was a wrench that was put into something. This is fixing it up. It's your opportunity, and Spirit's message telling you to go ahead and do it. Now's the time. Because look, they've given you the Eight of Cups. You need to walk away from just letting it be. Okay, so for example, like all I'm seeing is, because we're talking so much about tools and workshop here, it's almost like, for example, you've started a project, you know, for whatever reason, you got uninspired, it was too hard, you lost your creativity and your inspiration about it. This is an example to get the idea, and you walked away from it. They're like, You now need to walk away from that and get back at this, whatever this is, whatever needs to be fixed. Maybe you walked away because you thought it couldn't be fixed. Again, this is Spirit saying, yes, it can. Anything can be fixed and repaired if you have the right tools. Okay, there we go. Love that. You just need to get inspired and passionate and see it big picture again, and see that there can be success at the end of all this. And then they're telling you that with the Four of Wands. That's what this is for you, Aquarius. Get back at it. Get back to work at it. Okay? Love that. Now, all right, now we're going to move on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini. We're talking about workshop. There is a timestamp if you want to go back and hear what I said in the beginning, okay? But I will just read from the book just because. But I also said some other intuitive messages coming from Spirit as well. A tidy workshop with the tools and materials you need will help you get things done. Be organized and set aside the space and time to do what needs to be done. Be purposeful and get to work. So that's what I was saying in the beginning too. Very neat, tidy workshop. Is there something that needs to be neatened up, tidied up, fixed up in your life, okay? Along with what the book says. So, Gemini, let's get your cards, okay? And we're going to just give another little shuffle here, Gemini, and get you one more. It's the last card. It wasn't sitting right. It was the last card. All right. Ooh, okay. Ooh, this is a powerful message for you, Gemini, okay? Are you ready? There's something that needs to be fixed up here, okay? Or something that you need to be working on and to do, because there's the Lightning card, which is the Tower card, which means there is something that needs to come down. Okay, we can say it needs to burn to the ground, it needs to crash to the ground, it needs to fall to the ground. There's different levels and energies for Tower moments. You've probably heard my stories. I won't get into it because this is a short and sweet. But if we work with the Tower, because I feel that you kind of are knowing what it is that needs to end. Okay, it's almost similar to the Death card, where it needs to be released and let go of so you can bring in the good. There's something here with the Tower that needs to end so that you can rebuild it, okay, on a stable, solid, firm structure or foundation. It needs to be built back up again. And that's why the Tower moment happens, because it needs to crash down, and either you let it go or you rebuild it, okay? And the Eight of Wands here, it's saying sooner than later, because the Eight of Wands is about, pretty fast moving energy, okay? It's going in one direction here. It's like, more than likely what needs to be burned to the ground, in a sense, okay? You kind of probably have an idea, and if you don't, this is a heads up, okay, that something is going to come down because it needs to, and if we refuse it and work against it, then Spirit will just make it happen. That's God, Source, Universe. But if we can work along with it and not fight against it, it can be much easier. They want you to take on, whenever we have a court card come out, the Queen of Canes is the Queen of Swords. Look, here's the deal with her. She's going to get clear about what it is. She's going to get clear about how she's going to work with this Tower moment. She's going to be clear about the direction that it needs to go in. She's going to be clear about the direction it needs to go in to build it back up. The Queen of Swords take on her energy. She is clear thinking. She is honest and direct. She will set boundaries, and maybe there will be boundaries that will need to be set here, Gemini, so that you don't build it on a rocky, unstable structure again. Okay? Remember, we want to build back up on that stable, solid, firm foundation structure. You need her because she is able to set the boundaries so that it does get built back up that way. That's your message here. You have everything you need to work with the tower moment, the lightning, I guess it's called the lightning tree. You have everything you need to work with it. You're going to need to maybe dig a little deep and be clear about it. And then you have all the tools that you need within you, around you, surrounding you. You just need to make the time and get to work and start building it back. Okay? Tower moments aren't always easy, but they can be made less painful or less hard if you work along with it. So be that clear thinking, smart, intelligent Queen of Wands or Swords here, Queen of Canes, and work along with it. And then when it's, I feel like this is happening sooner than later, but also take quick movement and set a goal and then work towards building whatever it is back up. It'll be in different areas of your life. It could be relationships. It could be at work. It could be in a sporting group that you belong to, right? It could be with your kids, your family members, extended family members, just whatever area it is, Gemini. Advice. Here's my smart, truthful clarity for you, and coming from spirit too, right? Work along with it. Just work with it. So, Merry Christmas to you if you celebrate Christmas. Happy New Year's if you celebrate New Year's, okay? If you celebrate any other religious or non-religious ceremonies or observances or whatever it may be this time of year, I wish you the best with that, okay? I don't know all of them. I'm blanketing in here, all right? But I just want to wish you the best. I do have some readings coming up, Gemini, towards the end of the year, okay? And then we're moving right into 2025. So I will see you in your next reading. Hi, Libra. It is now your turn for your short and sweet messages, prediction, zodiac, horoscope. We had the workshop card come out. Hopefully you hit the timestamp and listen to that. If you haven't, go back. It's just, probably a minute or so, okay? But I'm also going to read from the book here just to, refresh your memory. A tidy workshop with the tools and materials you need will help you get things done. Be organized and set aside the space and time to do what needs to be done. Be purposeful and get to work. And I was saying in the beginning too, it's a very tidy. It's like something needs to be fixed, tidied up, neatened up in some area of your life. And with the book, it's saying you've got everything you need to do it. You just need to make the time and get it done. But let's get some cards here to see if it gives us some more insight. All right, so there's one. We're going to get 3 for you, Libra. I bet every person out there that has a significant other with a workshop or your garage or whatever it is, the room, the storage room that isn't neat and tidy is jealous looking at this card right now. I'm like, yeah, I love neat and tidy. For the most part, everything has a home, but I love the look of that. There's something about this that just speaks to my heart, okay? And so I'm saying that because maybe there's something there. Maybe it's just for you. For some of you Libras, it's about getting things neat and tidy because it will speak to your heart. All right. Let's get all the cards out. Ooh, nice new beginning here for you with the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, and the Winter Squirrel. Okay. Which is not a normal tarot card, but it is in this Winter Rider weight deck. And I love it. All right, let's talk to you, Libra. I feel, remember I said maybe something needs to be fixed up. You need to get working on something in any area of your life. But I really feel, because it was one of the first things that came to me, was, fixing something up. Something needs to be repaired, right? In a neat and tidy way even. I'm going to come right into that with you. There's something here with this cute little Winter Squirrel card that I feel maybe you have been squirreling away inside yourself, right? Whether that be emotional, mental, even physical, okay? Because it could be you've been squirreling away the pounds, right? Whatever it is. Okay, there's many things. It could even be like, being a little bit of a hoarder where you tend to just collect and set it aside, right? Whatever, like the squirrel does with his acorns for the winter. Yeah, there's something there and it needs to be tidied up or fixed up in some way. Then they give you the Fool card. I mean, this is Spirit just coming right out saying, Libra, there needs to be a new start. You need to take a leap of faith here. Whatever this is that you've squirreled away in whatever capacity or area of your life, okay, whether, again, it's mentally, emotionally, or physically, and physically is in stuff as well, whatever it is, it needs to be tidied up. It needs to be cleaned up. It needs to be fixed up. This is your opportunity for a new start. If you've been thinking, I need to get on this, I need to do this, again, it's about making the time. Spirit saying directly to you, God, source, universe, whomever it is, yeah, right here, we're at 0. We're at 0. It's time for the new start. It's time to start working on this. You need to put the hard work in and get it done. You've got everything you need. Now you need to go. You need to set out here with the Knight. The Knight's a slow-moving Knight, the Knight of Pentacles, and that's okay because this is slow and steady will win the race here, Libra, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles goes out, he's hardworking. He's productive. He's okay with routine, whatever this is. You may need to have a routine set up where you work on it at certain times of the day or week or however you want to do it, right? But I do feel like it is kind of a daily thing, right? And maybe you need to be methodical with steps, right? Just this is what I need to do to unsquirrel myself or to unsquirrel whatever this is. This is your opportunity, Libra. And again, in whatever area of your life, but Spirit's telling you, we're bringing you this message. Here it is. You've been like a little squirrel, but not anymore. We're gonna get this fixed up. You put in the hard work, we're gonna back you up. Okay? It's like this is you. We're like your little dog here. We're right behind you. We're gonna follow you as you go. But slow and steady. You don't need to rush into this, Libra. Take your time, okay? Just take your time, one step at a time, right? Methodical, make a plan, make a routine, whatever it is, and just be willing to be productive by putting in the work. Like I said, it could be daily, but slow and steady will win the race. So that is your short and sweet, okay, Libra? Thank you for being here. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas if you celebrate, Happy New Year if you celebrate, any other religious or non-religious ceremonies or observances that come up this time of year for you. I want to wish you the best for them. I don't know what they all are, so I like to put it in a nicely wrapped little box to just say it's for everyone because everyone is welcome here, regardless of what background, religious or not, that you come from, okay? Getting messages from Spirit, Libra, is always a good thing. So I have some readings coming up towards the end of the month. Be sure to check them out. And I will see you in those next readings. Hi to my water signs. That is you, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I'm going to get an overall energy card for you guys, okay? Remember, these messages are timeless, and it can be for your sun, moon, rising, or if you have Venus in any one of Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, right? You can look at it from relationship perspective, any type of relationship, okay? But let's get your overall card here. What do we have? Is something going to come out for you, or am I going to have to go in and pull it? No, there's a couple there. Let's give it another minute or so here. What do we have for water signs? And that one doesn't want to let go. North Pole. Okay. I have my Christmas decks out, okay? Water signs, you know this. But let's just talk about this before we get into each sign. North Pole. Welcome to the North Pole, where the North Pole's where everything is happy and fun and the little elves are working and Santa's making his naughty and nice list. This isn't a Christmas reading, but it is Christmas themed cards, so we'll talk about it like that. I just feel like this is kind of a happy place. You know, it's like, what did they say about Disney World or Disneyland, whichever one, or maybe both? It's the happiest place on earth. I feel that the North Pole might rival that. Okay, that's what I feel. I feel that this is just a happy place, that this is, you know, happy memories are made, you know, and I even think to the Tim Allen movies, the Santa Claus, I think there's 3 of them in total. And, you know, her family ends up coming to the North Pole and his son comes and they all want to be there. And, you know, it's just magical and beautiful. That's what I feel. Now let me read from the book and see what it says, because they've been a little different. But you know what? That's because multiple people are watching. It's for 3 different signs. So it's going to resonate in different ways for different people. Here we go. Remote and secluded. Yes, it is. The North Pole is your sanctuary. Take this time to retreat, to be creative, learn, regenerate, and rest. It's almost like hermiting away. You know how I love to talk about that. So I love this too. It can be any of those things that I said or just read for you, okay? But let's get into each sign. Hello, Pisces, you're up first. I hope that you just listened to what I had just said there in the pick a card. So for you, I won't repeat because we've gone from one straight in, okay? But if you need to hit the timestamp and go back and listen, you certainly can. We're talking about what I'm calling the North Pole, the happiest place on earth. But also, and I'm just, here I go. I'm pulling the book back out. You know, this is time for you to retreat, to be creative, maybe to get your creative juices flowing, to learn, to relax, to rest. So let's get some cards and get some more information for you, Pisces, okay? We'll see what Spirit wants to bring out here to give us a little more insight. Okay. We have had a lot. Spirit really has been talking to people a lot about laying the burden down, right? Look at the little elf with all of his candy canes, which are a heavy burden on him. Maybe it's what's been weighing you down. You can think of it like little battles that you've been out fighting along the way, or however that would be for you. But it could be all one thing or just a bunch of other things that have just piled on and piled on, okay? Here is Spirit's message. They want you to get to the North Pole, to the happy place, okay? The prediction here, if you're willing to do the work and actually lay the burdens down, all right, because that's the goal here, you're 10, you're at the end. It's time to lay them down, all right? But we make that decision on whether or not we do it, right, Pisces? But they want you to. The 6 of Wands is candy cane success, all right? But no, seriously, right? It's success. You have been successful at something. And the 2 of Pentacles here is finding that balance, because if we look at the card, it's almost like there's wavy seas behind, right? Like the up, the down, the up, the down. And that's what I feel like these 10 of Wands also could have been for you. It'll be different for different people how it resonates. But maybe just in your life, things have just, it's like, you know, it goes down into the depths and then the heights and down into the depths, and you think you're back out and then it goes back down. That weighs on a person. That's burdensome on a person. It's heavy on a person emotionally, physically, mentally, right? So they want you to get off the waves, off this up and down, up and down, up and down, and to get yourself balanced, okay? Now, look at the little guy. He's still in the ocean. The ocean's moving, right? On a piece of ice, which, you know, is still not like, woo, solid. But here's what it is. This is putting the work in to get balanced. It's like you got yourself off the big waves, the up and down. You're now on something a little more firm. The goal would be to get to solid ground, okay? But you can still find balance until you can get yourself to the solid ground to get your feet planted down, okay? And that's all about letting go. You know what? I almost would say it's almost like letting go in baby steps. Okay, right? You get off the waves, you've got to here. You may have to make a couple more jumps before you get to proper solid land where you can really get your full balance, but you can start working on it now, because I feel like that's what their message is here. They want you to start working on it now. And maybe, you know, with all this heavy burden that you've had, it is time to hermit away, to go within, find that happy place, find the goodness, find the joy in it so that you can celebrate life again. That's what I want to say for you, Pisces. And again, this can be in any area or about any situation, event, person, energy in your life. But this is the message for you, and I do like it. There's going to be a little work to put in here, okay? But you can get to the happiest place on earth, because right now in this reading, it is the North Pole. All right? I know you can do it. They're telling you you can do it, and they're telling you what the outcome can be if you do. So I hope that you enjoyed this, Pisces. Have a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate, okay? Happy New Year if you celebrate. Any other religious or non-religious, I always want to say religious ceremonies or observances that you may have this time of year, I wish you all the best for them. I don't know what they all are, but it doesn't matter. I don't need to know everything. I just want to wish you the best, okay? That's really what I want to do, Pisces. I have some readings coming up towards the end of the month, so please check them out. And then we're into 2025. I'll see you in your next reading. Hi, Cancer. It's your turn. We are talking about, there's a timestamp. You can go back and listen to what I said. It's just, you know, maybe a minute or so. But it's North Pole. I was talking about it like Disney World. Oh, well, all three cards have just come out. Disneyland. It is the happiest place on earth, okay? It's also talking about in the book, just to remind you, remote and secluded, the North Pole is your sanctuary. Take this time to retreat, to be creative, learn, regenerate, and rest. I want to say rejuvenate, right? Here's the deal. It's kind of like hermiting away, and you know I love to talk about this, Cancer. Did I say hi, Cancer, to you in the beginning? Wow, sometimes I just get a little forgetful. If I didn't, Cancer, this is for you. So sorry. Yeah, okay. I don't even remember. I'll know when I go back and see this when I'm going through to edit. I may or may not take it out if it allows me to without it making it seem totally weird in the video. But let's get into your cards here. We have Temperance. We have the Fool, and we have the Devil. Okay. I just lay them out this way. I talk about them in whatever order I feel pulled to talk about. We're talking about the happiest place on earth. Do you love what I'm seeing here? It's like we're going from devil energy. Things that you are attached to, addicted to, that aren't necessarily good for you, okay? They can be negative energy that, you know, I always say it serves a purpose. That's why we're addicted to it or attached to it and stay in it, because it's serving us in some way, but it's not a good energy for us to be around. Now, if you look here, he doesn't even have them shackled yet, okay? You can turn and run and get out of there, okay? So you don't have to be, or maybe the message is, you aren't actually shackled or physically tied or mentally tied to it. You may be in the state of it right now, and it could have even be lasting for you for a long time here, Cancer. But the plain simple fact is, you can leave it. You just need to make the decision to get everything back into flow. okay? With the Temperance card, it's getting things back into flow, back into balance, back into harmony, getting things peaceful again and joyful again. This is the happiest place on earth. They want you, but you need to maybe take a time out here, right? With what the book says about the North Pole, hermiting away. It's taking that time out to really think about this and to really make the decision to move forward on a new journey here with the Fool card to a more balanced, loving, peaceful, kind, nurturing. Everything's good here with the Temperance card. Everything's in flow. Everything's working the way it should be in your life. Back here, it's not. This is where you need to get to. And they're saying no time like the present to start out on the new journey. Maybe if you step out off the ledge here, you'll be led straight to the North Pole, the happiest place in your life that you've ever been. You can also think of it, though, as it's where you need to go to do some reflection, I want to say, on how it is you're going to move through this. You may need professional help. You may need support from friends or families or colleagues, whatever it is. You reach out and get that, okay? Maybe you do it on your own. It'll be serious for some people and not so serious for others. Like I said, it can be something you can do on your own, achieve on your own, and for some you'll need help. And this is Spirit's message from God, Source, Universe, or whomever it is for you to, you know what? Reach out. It's time. It's time for your new start. It's time for things to get happy and good again. It's time for you to take the time out so that this can happen. Okay, Cancer, this is your message. So, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, the New Year, Happy New Year to you. Any other religious ceremony or observances that you may have this time of year, I don't know what they all are, but I know that they exist, okay? I want to wish you the best for them because everyone is welcome and included here, as are all celebrations and observances, okay? If it's what you do, it's what you do. I am a Christmas person, commercially and religiously, right? We're all different, but that's what makes us unique. But don't forget, we all come from Source. I don't know why I'm saying all this, Cancer. Well, maybe somebody needs to hear that, right? So I do just want to wish you the best for this. And I have some readings coming out at the best for getting out of the devil energy. What is coming out, more readings towards the end of the year, and then we're moving straight into 2025. So I will see you, Cancer, in your next reading. Hi, Scorpio. So, little bit of an issue here with my camera. I accidentally shut it off when I went to record yours. Was getting ready to clean up my cards. I was getting ready to go in, do my editing, whatever, and realized and was going through the videos to get everything ready, right? And went, whoa, where's my Scorpio video? It wasn't there because I had shut it off during it. So if it looks a little different, the lighting, the whatever in here, and the fact that you didn't get to see me shuffle the cards out for you, I do apologize. But let me get right into it, because I remember exactly what it is that I had been talking about. And hey, we may even get some new messages come in. So I apologize, Scorpio, but things happen for a reason. So what ended up coming out was the Two of Good Cheer, the Page of Gifts, and the Sun. Love those cards for you, okay? Because the Two of Good Cheer is the Two of Cups. The Page of Gifts is the Page of Pentacles. And the Sun's the Sun, the happiest, most beautiful card that everybody would love in every reading in a tarot deck. And we had North Pole for the overall energy. And I was referring to the North Pole as the happiest place on earth, okay? But then you can go back to the timestamp to listen about what I had said in the beginning when I first pulled that card. But I will read here. Remote and secluded, the North Pole is your sanctuary. Take this time to retreat, to be creative, learn, regenerate, and rest. I call it rejuvenation, okay? So we have Two of Good Cheer. Well, this is some sort of relationship in your life, okay, Scorpio? This is, and it can be anywhere from friendly, family, work colleagues, romantic to platonic, okay? Anywhere in between. But with the Two of Cups, the Two of Good Cheer, this is someone that you really care about, someone that you have a real connection with, someone that you love even, but it can be love in many different ways, right? From platonic through to romantic, familial, whatever it is, okay? It's like I always say, the peanut butter to your jam, the yin to your yang, right? It is just you get along, you get them, they get you. But because we have the happiest place on earth, and it also said, take a time out if you need to. This is where you need to, it's a sanctuary. You need to maybe rejuvenate, recoup. I'm going to say rethink things. I think of it like the Hermit card. Go in to find some answers on it. So different for different Scorpios watching this, but is there a relationship, one that, like I just mentioned here, that maybe there is some work that needs to be done on it, okay? Maybe it needs to find its happy place. Maybe it just needs to have a revamp, okay? And in order for that to happen on your part, you need to really go in and review and examine and really dig deep and think about things and, go within to find the answers maybe that you're looking for. That's what I want to say about this Two of Good Cheer. I mean, I think it's going to be different for different people. And maybe once you come out of the happiest place on earth, you're going to feel really excited about whatever it is that you need to do within this relationship. But I feel like to get the relationship to its happy place or to a good place, a good solid place. Okay, because whatever this is, it means a lot to you. That's what I can say with the Two of Good Cheer. And look, Spirit's coming in here with the Sun card, and they're saying, this is like the prediction part, Scorpio. They're saying, look, we want this to be happy for you. We want this to be fun, joyful, enjoyable, having good food, dinner, whatever it is, coming together to celebrate stuff. That's what we want this relationship to be for you. And it can be if you're both willing to do a little reflection, a little work to get it to its happy place, okay? And it does have to be by both people. One person can't do it all and the other person do nothing. All right, Scorpio? So, it needs to be a joint effort. But I feel because of the way I describe this person and because it's the Two of Cups and who it is and what it means, that I feel like you both would want that, okay? You both do want that. Look, relationships, especially if it's a long time relationship, there's ebbs and flows with family. Like you have your good times, your bad times. With your friends, you have your ups, your downs, right? Even at work. I feel it's more like a family friend type, someone who's really close to you type of thing. But again, how it resonates in your life is how you take it, okay? And if it doesn't, this just may not resonate this round with you. Maybe you check for your moon or your rising, or if you're here for one of those, you check your sun sign, right? Or maybe Venus. We are talking relationships. But I feel like there is good that can come, that will come. And with the Page of Gifts here, or the Page of Pentacles, that is just taking on the energy with this Court card of, young and willing to want to figure out, I want good in my life. I want the good things in my life. I want things to be good in my life. I want abundance. I want my dreams and wishes about things to come true. I'm willing to put in the work to bring those manifestations to reality. That's the energy, I want to say, that they want you to have while going in. It's like this could be really important. This could be a nice, abundant relationship in my life. And abundance can come in many different ways. Or I really I really have a lot of dreams and wishes about this relationship in my life, and I want to manifest them in and bring them into reality. It's almost like you're already thinking in this sun energy over here. Now it's just to get to the happy place, to retreat, however you want to take that, figure it out, and then make it happen. So Scorpio, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. The New Year, Happy New Year. Any other religious or non-religious ceremonies, events, observances that you may have this time of year, I do not know what they all are, but I wish you the best for them too, okay? Because this is a place where everyone can come, regardless of your background, what you believe, what you do, okay? There's messages here from Spirit, God, Source, Universe, and you're meant to hear them, okay? So remember, prediction here, if you're willing to do the bit of work here, look, good things. This could even be if this were romantic, say, in that sense, or your spouse or significant other that you already have and a little work needs to be done. This could be representing you guys and your family, right? Or out with your friends and whatever. I don't know. I just feel very good about this for you, Scorpio, okay? It's meant to get to a good place. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in your next reading.